Hello, everybody. Welcome. Look what I got in my hands. I've
I'm
got
so excited.
Wisdom of Numerology. Who's it by? It's by Suzan Owens. There she is, everybody. I'm so excited to have you here on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
Me too.
And let's say hi to everybody. We've got Crancelina. Hello. Terry Jumper. Hello. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. We've got Chris from Iowa. Hi, Chris. We've got Jean. Hi, Jean. Thanks for being here. Gail, good to see you. And David Merrick Real Estate. If you want property in Washington, you should go see David Merrick Real Estate. How was that, David? Was that good? He specializes in selling homes with, wait for it, Adirondack chairs. Do you know I had such a hard problem trying to say Adirondack? I could not say that.
Yeah.
That and Arnold Palmer. Like I have to slow down and say, I'll have an Arnold Palmer.
Wow. Or lemon juice and iced tea, or lemonade and iced tea. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
David says I still can't say it right. Well, God bless you, David. So, David, I have a book for you. I still have to. You didn't get your book, so I need your address again. I have a book for you. It's this. Look at that title, David. All right. So this is such a great book. It has. I'm telling you, every time I'm on the Tiki-Taki or I'm on here, I tell people when they're like, well, I don't understand. I'm like, go to the book. Go to this book. I have it right, like if you could see, I have it right next to me where I pull, it's right there. This way I always show it. So I just love the book. You did an amazing job. We're going to tell people a little secret. She's got another book coming out.
I am so excited. I'm working with an editor right now, and all fingers crossed, March, April, it should hit the stands. And this one, it's a lot of some of it's what we're going to talk about today, which is the personal year 2025, right, and all about personal years. And then it breaks it down even more into what goes on within the year. So each month things change, right? Each month, because there's a different number every month. And then even down further to each day, you've got there's just a one-liner about, okay, this is your day to get things done, or your day to just enjoy, or just fun stuff.
Who doesn't like a one-liner? I love a one-liner. Let me tell you.
I know.
And I have to tell you guys, we had so much fun. Susan, a bunch of us, Susan and Patty Cobo and Jean and Kathleen L and Winnie, we had, and obviously our friends were on there. John was on there, David Woodbridge and Gloria and Heidi. We had
and Mari was there too. Love Mari.
Was there, and Ashita was there. So many great really people. And Dee was there. She was awesome too. And her lady that was with her, I forgot her name, the elderly woman.
I'm gonna have to think about that one. I can't remember.
So nice.
Yeah. Incredible.
Hey, Robin, Terry says you always show her book. Thanks, Terry. I know I do. All right. Hi, Rudy. Hey, Patty. And there she is, Delora. She's in Massachusetts this week. And you're funny. I'm not even going to say that word. You were just thinking about me. Thank you. And Isabel, hello. Awesome. I know. Patricia Cobo. I don't think it's Patricia Cobo. Is it Patricia Cobo? It is? Do we have two Patties on here? Okay. Good. Oh, it must be. Okay. Hi, Patricia Cobo. We just talked about you. And Ren, good to see you. So tonight, guys, we are, and Crypix, hello. Thank you for being here. Hey, Chris. Thank you. Yeah, they're all coming in. Welcome, guys. Thanks for being here. Tonight, we're going to talk about 2025. Can I ask you first, before we get into our personal year, what does 2025 look like for you?
Okay, so We all have personal years, like you said.
Right.
Am I getting feedback? Okay. And one of the things that's interesting about personal years is that you can universal year is 2025. 2 plus 2 is 5. 2 plus 2 plus 5 is 9. So it's a universal year of a 9. Okay. Well, when we add our personal years to that, my personal year is also the same as the universal year. So this holds a lot of energy. This 9 number really holds a lot of energy for me personally, and we'll explain more about your own personal years.
Sure.
But this 9 number for everybody, it's a transitional number. So last year, 2028 was 2024 was an 8 year major year for business, being an authority, pushing yourself, really achievement oriented, money, big year for that, and trying to stay in balance. But it really felt like a big push, a going year. Get it done. It's focused out there. Get it all laid out. Build your foundation, make your money, really build your brand, whatever you're doing. Well, this 9 year, the energy shifts. I swear to you, it almost did overnight. I could just feel it shift overnight. 2025 moved in, and all of a sudden I went, it's a time. It's not a pushing year. It's not a year for achievements and I don't want to say success, because success does come. It's not about that. It's not about making things happen. It's more, it feels more feminine, for one thing. It feels receptive. This 9 year is, like I said, it's a transitional phase, time for reflection. Okay. The 9 is the last number, the last year of a 9 year cycle. So we get to reflect back on what these last 9 years had for us. So 2017 was the first year of the 9 year cycle. So you can go back to 2017, even 2016, and think about, what did I do that year?
Right.
Well, it's going to be similar to this year in that they're both the same number. Not that the same things are going to happen. But this year's really, it brings things together. There's resolution this year. It's a year to receive the rewards for all the hard work that you did this last 9 years. And it also means that it's a spiritual year. Like I said, it's receptive, and it's a guided year. It's a good year. I've had amazing spiritual connections in my 9 years. Unbelievable connections. I did the Camino in a 9 year, and connected to a past life where I was a pilgrim. And that was why I was completing this pilgrimage, was because I was a pilgrim in another life and he didn't complete it. So anyway, there's a lot of completion, again, in a 9 year. Whether you're ready for things to end or not, they will. It's really a year to focus on service, serving humanity. 9 is a humanitarian number. So think about the greater good and kind of bring your life into balance. Think about your last 9 years. What is it that you need to really have harmony in your life? Really focus on that. And again, like I said, heightened intuition. That's another really big thing. And another big part of this is cleaning out, getting ready for what's coming in 2026. I realize we just got into 2029, but this whole entire year, it's a time to declutter and spiritually clean your metaphysical closet, metaphorical closet, clean it all out, and clean out your own closets. What is it that you, not necessarily, and I like this thought, not necessarily what do you want to get rid of, let go of, but what is it that you really want to take with you? What habits, what good behaviors do you want to carry with you to the next 9 years? Not about, oh, well, I should quit smoking or lose, whatever. It's not about that, even though it's something to consider. 9 years, and I'm going to say this, 9 years aren't always good years to begin things. Let's say it that way. It's not a great year to start a business. I'm not saying don't. I'm just saying the energy would have been better last year. If you could have started a business last year, it'd have been really good. Or if you even started thinking about it last year and you've got it going this year,
Right.
that's okay too. Right. But a 9, again, it's really more about completions. Now, really, also look back again, that reflection piece, but give yourself kudos for what you've achieved, because it's been a lot. 2017, that's a long time. That's pre-pandemic. That was a long time ago, and a lot can happen in those 9 years. So that's the 9 for everyone. Everyone has at least a little bit of that 9 energy, and some of us, like me, have it double.
So here's an interesting piece. So 2017, a year before I got married to the first one, and that ended 2020, which was great. But now, for me personally, this year I turned 60 2 days after Christmas. So to me, it's like, oh, I'm kind of like, as you're explaining this, I'm cleaning up the rest of that 50-ish kind of that circle, and then cleaning out the closet. And it's interesting spiritually because I was telling somebody, and I will always, always, always do psychic mediumship work. It's not like that's not part of me, but I'm standing more in the space of I'm an intuitive motivator. So I take the intuitive piece and the life coaching piece and blend it together.
And beautiful. Yeah.
Thanks. And I don't want to be pigeonholed for just mediumship, even though, on the retreat that we're going to do in March, I am going to do going to be part of a 2-hour mediumship demonstration. But I want to include that and not be the main focus. On social media, that's what draws people in, obviously. But I'm so glad you said that, because I felt so wrong, Suzan, about, God, I really got to make that shift. I really got to say, yes, I'm still this, but I am this, and this is what I want to be known for, and everything else is the underneath the umbrella. So challenging. Let me say hello to people really quick. Hello, Dina and Irma and Heather and Mary Jane and Joy and Kristen. Chris says she's ready. Yes, ma'am. Terry, hello. And Ellen Jane and Susan Romero. Hello, my friend. Sister Sledge, hello. Good to see you. And MG Chicago, hello. Patty Wiles, hello. Marlo Woodward on Instagram. Thanks, guys, for being here. Thank you all for being here. And thank you, Delora, for putting that on there. Selena, oh my, can I just tell you, Selena saved my gluteus maximus. I just did got my taxes, and I'm like, I walked in there with receipts, and I'm like, it's a lot. It's a lot, because I was really, really
doing a business.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh God, I mean, I've owned my business for a long time, but I've never kept that detailed. And thank you, Selena. You really helped me big time. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, Carmen, good to see you. And Debbie, hi, Debbie. Thanks for being here. All right, so let's get into it. Does everybody have paper and pen? We're not going to go into this so detailed, like everybody wants us to, or like we've done in the past, because Suzan isn't a stranger to us on the social media.
I can do this. I love it.
So Suzan would like you to take your birth date. That's the month and the date. So for example, let me show you, for example, because mine's pretty easy. Mine is really easy. So if you take 12/27, I'm trying to find, here it is. If you take 12/27, that's 12/27, just like that. And you put plus signs in between each number. So I'm going to do this and this. So 1 and 2 is 3. 2 and 7 is 9. Then we're going to add those together. And 9 plus 3 is 12.
You're
It comes
so
to
good at
12.
this.
Isn't that good? And then you put a plus sign in between that, and guess what? It comes out to be a 3. Comes out to
So what that means is that's your personal year for this year, 2025, is a 3-year for you. It's so cool. And this is your year to have a good time. I mean, and also, okay, and remember that I said that before too, that 9 still has the energy. You still have some letting go and
right.
Just allowing that spiritual. This is going to be a real spiritual year for you. The way that you described what you're doing with the mediumship and bringing that together and integrating that, I just see some stuff opening up for you in a different channel. And that word carries a connotation, but it feels like it's bigger. It feels like it's going to be bigger. So like I'm excited for you.
Like Drew Barrymore or Kelly Clarkson bigger, Susan?
I was talking about energy coming in, but who knows? I think well, see, now this would, because 3 is all, now we were talking about the 9, but 3 is that absolutely wonderful year to have a great time. Big social calendar. It's all about enjoying life. It's the Holy Trinity. You had a 1 year, which is a masculine manifesting year, and we'll talk about that too. And then that 2 year is a little bit more receptive, and it's the feminine. So it's the 3 year is really the Holy Trinity. You've got the masculine, the feminine, and then that's the creative year. So this is your year. I would also, if I were you, I know you just wrote a book, but there's something in the back of your mind about another one. So
it comes out February 4th.
I'm so excited. So just keep working on that. That's what I'd say too. But okay. So if everybody's got their numbers, I'll add it up. If you're a 1, okay. So remember the 9 still has energy in everybody's chart. But if you added your numbers up and they come to a 1, that is your personal year is the beginning of this 9-year cycle. And think about it in the beginning. This is the year for you as a 1 year to really focus on what do you want to create for the next 9 years? How do you see yourself in, what is that going to be? 2025 plus 9, 2033? Is that what that is?
Hold that thought real quick. So Natalie, 22, you take the 2 plus the 2, which equals 4. Okay.
Yep. Keep adding them together.
Yeah. 2 plus 2, 4. Yeah. Right. Okay.
Yeah, we're not going to do master numbers when we're doing personal years. This is real easy. Just get down to 1 digit.
Gail is a 1. Gail is a 1.
Okay, awesome, Gail. So this is all right. Good. I'm going to tell you all about this. So in your beginning of the 9-year cycle, this is what I tell people. You got 3 columns. This is your manifestation project. Okay. Your first column is your must-haves. What must you have in your life? Well, good health and shelter and clothing and whatever your must-haves are. I mean, you know what they are. So whatever you must have, put that in a column, all your must-haves. And the thing about it is in a 1 year, you get to write the whole thing. It's not like you have to sit down in the first 5 minutes of this year and write it all out. You get all year to manifest and write down and create what it is you want to create for the next 9 years. Okay, so in the second column is, well, those would be nice if. This would be nice if. Well, okay, so good health. Everybody wants good health. Well, maybe it'd be nice if I lost a couple pounds, or maybe I went to the gym. Would be nice if. You know what your would be nice if. And the third column in your manifestation booklet, this is where you do not, what's the word? I'm trying to censor yourself. This is where you write out your wildest dreams, whatever your wildest dreams are. And I'm not even thinking Drew Barrymore is a wildest dream anymore. I'm thinking that's coming in closer, right? So it's your time to write out whatever your pen writes, and don't stop it. Just keep writing your wildest dream and you'll be amazed. So that's in a 1 year. It's your year to really be out there, be proactive, create. It's a very much doing year, very busy year. Okay.
So Natalie, you're not a 4, honey. If it's 111, today's your birthday. Happy birthday.
Oh.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Natalie. Happy birthday to you. You and I are both threes because 1 + 1 + 1 = 3. It's not the year, everybody. Delora put it down. It is just, thanks, Delora.
There it is.
So, oh, and you add the 1 + 2 = 3. Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Okay, go ahead. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. No, I want you to be clear. So, want to know what's coming up for this year for you. Okay. So in that 1 year, it's a new beginning year. Absolutely. And it's going to be a big one. There's a lot of energy coming at you and behind you, not coming at you so much as supporting whatever it is you want to manifest. So think of it as a manifesting year, leadership year, really stepping out, really expanding your horizons. Really, absolutely. So it's a big year. 1 year is a really big year when you think about it, that it has carries a lot of weight through the rest of the 9-year cycle. Okay.
Yes. Hang on one second, Sue. Sorry.
Okay.
Chris, add your birth month and your birth day. So add those two together and you'll get it. So
what's your birth month and what's your birthday, Chris?
So you're a 1, honey. 7 + 1 + 1 + she's November 17th. So yeah. You're a 1, Chris, because it's 10. So it's 1. It's 1. Okay. Yeah.
So you're in a 1 year, Chris. Everything I just said to you, I'm talking to you. And then whoever just didn't click through there, that was another 1, because a 10 is a 1.
Natalie is a 1. And then
right. Exactly.
Yes, 1. Yes. So then so Selena's a 2.
Okay.
So she's a 1. Yes, correct. Yeah. I don't understand if I'm a 4 + 1. Won't I always be a 5? It will never change. Honey, we're doing a personal year. It's different. So this is different, Gina. So you want to do just the month and the day. That's it. We're not adding a year to it. Just the month and day, personal year. Because there's several different ways. Look what I've learned from you, Suzan. Look what I've learned. There's the personal year. There's the life year. There's also the universal year. And listen, Suzan wrong way. Suzan just told me.
Oh, you're doing it right.
Camera. Suzan just told me off camera. For anybody that wants to go deeper, she's going to give a discount on her one-on-one session. And everything that you want to know is in this book. Everything you want to know is in this book. Okay. So get a session with her for that discounted rate. And I'm so excited. Thank you for offering. All you have to do is go to Wisdom of Numerology, contact her and say, hi, I saw you on Elias's Live. That's it.
Absolutely. That's it. And I'll give you a great discount because we all know Elias and we all love Elias. So that's why we're doing it. Okay.
All right. We're moving on to 2.
Okay. Now 2 year. Now remember that this 1 year, and it's kind of, and the energy is a little different, but it's almost like going from 8 to 9. Like I was saying, that 8 years, push, go, achieve, get it all done. And the 9 year, you kind of sit back and you don't sit back, but you receive. 2 year is the same. You're not out there achieving and creating things. You are nurturing the seeds that you planted in your 1 year, those seeds that you want to manifest. So it's all about being receptive, listening to others. 2 is a number of partnership and agreement and cooperation. It's not competition. That 1 year, it's all about you. All about you. I'm out there, you're doing it. You got all the answers. In a 2 year, no, you're going to defer to other people. And you're going to, the spirituality, the messages come in a little stronger in a 2 year. Trust the process. Don't try to tug at the roots or push things. Just let them. And believe me, you're going to feel like that's what you want to do, because in a 1 year can really be a lot. So in a 2 year, listen to others, nurture yourself, sit in meditation, maybe a little bit more, be a little bit more mindful about your meditation. It's an inner growth time because you are being connected. And it's also a time to nurture and, like I said, protect what you've planted in the last year, in that 1 year. So a 2-year, again, receptive and think cooperation, think partnership, think relationship. Oddly too, a lot of people move in a 2-year. So if it's a 2-year and you're thinking about moving, it's a good year to move. I don't know why. It doesn't make sense really numerologically, but it just seems like that's what it happens. And the biggest challenge to a 2 is be patient. Because you're going to want to keep it going. You want to keep going things, but it really is allow things to come to you. Really. That's the big lesson.
And look who's saying hello to you.
Hey, Heidi. Yay.
Lady.
Oh, I'm so glad. Hi. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad you're here.
Sister. Yes.
Yay. I love it.
And Juana, I just told you, we're getting there. We're going one by one. Okay.
Okay.
And let me just tell you real quick. Where are you? Debbie, I saw you, girl. Debbie, where are you? Debbie, if you got a 10, you're a 1. Okay, so Heidi, what we're doing is take your birth month and your birth day, meaning the whatever number it is, add only those 4 numbers together. You know how to do this because you were on the cruise ship. Don't add the year. So that's it. Okay. All right. I love you too, girl. I'm a 2 and I'm moving and no patience. Bad. Delora, you got patience again. It is part of who you are. I think you need to write a new book. Patience in Me.
Yep, there it is. You get to practice your patience. Yay.
Write one word. You open up the book, it says no, and then the next sentence is the end. That's your that's your book. Won't this number always stay the same? Diane, Sister Sledge.
All right.
Let's explain this. This is for the personal year only. So the personal year, this number, yes, will stay the same, but the life year is different. What she's telling you is this is about what's happening for your personal year, right? Because I'm a 3 currently, but how that 3 affects my year, what the energy brings in of this year, correct?
No. Right. No. You're absolutely right on.
Okay, good. We're good. Don't cancel.
Yeah. No, this is your year this is the way we're calculating 2025 in a 9-year. So if you're in a 2-year this year, Diane, you're going to be in a 3-year next year. Okay. So just know that, just trust that. Okay. But but I understand why you're thinking it's going to be, should stay the same. Oh, I love it. Okay.
That was, but okay. That was for you. Happy birthday, Natalie. Okay.
I love it. Okay. Yeah. So 3-year, Elias, you're in a 3-year. Again, creative. This is such a creative year. Your juices will be flowing. There's energy that's going to support you in whatever creative experience you want to have. It's an optimistic year. It's a joyful year. 3s are all about really showing people how to have a good time, how to enjoy life, and how to express themselves. 3s, the biggest part of, well, that's not the biggest part, but a big part of the creative 3 is writing, is communicating. So I can see if you're thinking of expanding your presence on social media or doing something different with your YouTube channel or anything along those lines, it's an excellent year to do that. Expansion, absolutely. It's really a big deal. Connections.
I just have to tell you, 3 + 1 = 4. 31. 3 + 1. And Delora, should we not all be adding 2025 to our month and day?
Yeah, you can. Go ahead, do it, Delora, and see what happens. Just keep adding, and then you'll see why we got where we got. But that's a great idea. Go ahead, and then you can tell us. But anyway, let me get on because this is so cool. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
2025 is 9, everybody. Just so you know, 2 + 2 is 5 is 9. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, you have smart people following us. This is great.
Yes.
Okay, so connections and friendship and communication. And it's really important for anybody in a 3-year. If you've got some issues with relationships, anything, handle those. And communication-wise or emotional issues, anything like that comes up in a relationship, handle it, because this is a year to process those, addressing any kind of emotional issues. Discipline is really going to help you in your creativity. And I know this because I'm a 3, and we don't like the structure and discipline and all of that. But if you don't have that, you don't get very far. So it's really important to, if you have a project you want to do, commit to it and outline it, get some structure around it, and then you can complete it. Any artistic pursuit. I'm telling you, writing and whatever, because I know you're a great writer and a great communicator. So that's why I'm focused on this. But it's a year to be a dancer, a singer, whatever, musician, any kind of creativity pursuit you want is a great year to express that yourself. Now, the biggest challenge in a 3-year is not to get scattered, because there's so many different ideas. You're so creative. There's lots of stuff going on. Don't lose yourself in all the creativity and then, oh, well, didn't get that done. So commit to a project. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Okay. And the other thing that's really important in a 3-year is to really enjoy yourself, because the 4-year, you're going to work. So did you have a question?
I'm not afraid of work. So just so you guys know, think about this. So I'm in a 3-year. 2025 is 9. If I add 9 plus 3 is 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. So she's still telling me that I'm a 3. And next year I will be a 4. And the following year I'll be a 5. So we keep on going. So if it makes sense for you, if you want to stop the insanity. If you want to, Susan Powder, remember her? If you want to do that, blast for the past. If you want to do that, if you want to add 9 to whatever number you just had and make sure it's a single digit, go with that. Okay. If that's going to make you feel better, go with it. But I want to get all this information out because she's got a lot more numbers to go. We got to go up to 9. Yeah. So thank you for that. I'm excited about this year. I really am. I will tell you this, and I will say it. I've said it on a workshop, but I haven't said it out loud on here. I have the notes for a big book coming up. It started last year. I have the title, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces of the outline written out. So that's what I have. I don't know if I'll be starting it, but knowing me, I probably will.
And I am so excited for you, because that 3, to have that 3 energy behind you, to get the creativity juices flowing, that's excellent. That's so exciting. And boy, next year for you in a 4-year, excellent time to write it also. Okay. So it's like that would be, okay, if you were going to just do it, if I were going to say this, get your first draft done this year and then really hone it, make it better next year. That energy wise, numerical wise, that's what it is. But you don't have to adhere to a schedule. Don't do that.
No, I'm just saying. Excited. I mean, I just had to show this. We're going to be doing a writing chapter retreat. Kira Schaefer, As You Wish Publishing, and this is good. I mean, it's signed up before January 11th. Oh, she's here. Hey, Kira. So, so it's anyway.
Fantastic.
We can
love it.
We can
love it.
Okay. So sorry about that.
Okay. No, that's great. I'm excited for it. So the 4-year is really all about being practical and pragmatic. It's structure, it's discipline, sound judgment. You're going to get your work done. You just keep your nose to the grindstone. Not a year to take risks. Not really a year to enjoy yourself. That sounds funny, but if people with a life path 4 are typically accountants and lawyers, people that like to do routine. They love a routine. They like to have the same thing over and over again. Shoot me now. I can't handle that. I got to have change and excitement, and don't lock me in. I like to just go somewhere and just keep going rather than be locked on a cruise ship with 6,500 people. That was fun. Okay. So anyway, yeah. Okay. So And a 4-year, really, it's about setting up a new foundation. When you think about 2020, that was a 4-year, 2 + 2 is 4. That was the year that we all universally had to set up a new foundation, found a new way to live life. So that's what a 4-year is really all about, is creating a good, strong foundation underneath you so that you can really go far the next year. But I don't want to jump ahead too far, but really it's about networking, getting your work done. And the good news is that if you really do adhere to a schedule, adhere to structure, at the end of the year or even the end of the month, you can look back and go, wow, I really created something. Again, not a year to take risks. It's a year to do your work. Julia Cameron, who wrote
The Artist's Way.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
One of her main things is doing her pages.
Yeah.
Every morning she'll write 3 pages. And yeah, if you write 3 pages every day, at the end of the month, you got 90 pages. That's a pretty good start to a book. So it's like, you're not going to get it all done all at once. It's not about that. It's slow and easy wins the race, so to speak. So again, don't take any big risks. Not a good gambling year. Just get your work done. Watch your health. 4 is a number to kind of watch your health and be patient. Again, I'm sorry, Dolores. It's another year to be patient and just get your work done. And you got to do that. And then try to find some balance between routine and some creativity. But that's a 4-year. So that's why you have fun in a 3-year, because a 4-year you're going to work.
Because you got to make it work.
Yeah.
Well, Sister Sledge and Juana, you guys are a 5, so let's go for the 5.
Oh, this is so exciting. Okay, so you've built this strong foundation under you, and the reason that you do that in a 4-year is so that you can leap higher. 5 is all about transformation, all about change. The energy shifts. There's things coming at you in a way that is evolutionary, tremendous growth in a 5-year, freedom, life experience, travel, adventure. And some people that scares you. I understand that, but everybody's got to go through a 5-year. We all go through the 9-year cycle, but it's a major transformational year, lots of opportunities and new perspectives. And that's the thing about it. At the end of the year, you're going to look back and go, whoa, that's a whole different way of seeing something that I didn't see before. And that's really what it is. Life brings you opportunities. Promotion, there's creativity again in a 5-year. It's about freedom again, freedom, liberty, renaissance, big changes, lots of changing. And the thing of it is, don't just change for change's sake. That's not what it's about. Being able to adapt to change is really a big part of this. And sometimes, like I said, sometimes that can scare some people, and other people relish it. Well, don't change just to change. That's the main thing. But really pay attention to your spiritual side as well, because there will be some elements of growth and experience. I did my first really big experience with mediumship was in a 5-year. And I learned how to connect to dead people in a 5-year. So and I didn't even know I was going to do that. I was like, oh, okay, there we go. So it was a big year for me, psychically and mediumship wise. So fine. And here's another piece of that. Try to stay balanced. And it's not easy because you got lots coming to you. So just be prepared. Enjoy it. It's going to be a great year ahead of you. Just don't lose yourself in all of it. That's the main thing. Try to stay grounded and adapt to a fast pace. Yeah.
Juana saying she's learning to adapt since her husband's passing.
That's a tough one. Yes. Yeah. That is definitely a hard one to adapt to, because everything's different. Everything. I totally get it.
Yeah. And Isabel, when's your birthday? Just put it your birth month and your birthday. And so Kira, you know Susan. Susan's been to several CYLs, and Kira is the owner of As You Wish Publishing.
Oh, right.
So, wrong book. So
there's Susan.
So here's Susan's book. So If you need a publisher, Suzan.
Oh, thanks so much, Karen. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
825. So you're
7 and 8.
so you're a 6.
6.
Yes.
All right, Isabel. So yeah, okay, we're up. You're up. So 6 year. I have someone close to me in a 6 year, and amazing changes already. We're only 11 days into this year. I'm astounded at the changes that have taken place and what's going on. But anyway, 6 is all about relationship, about home, family, responsibility. We call it, this is funny, we call it a marriage and divorce year. So on the one end of the spectrum, right? Either you renew your vows or you get a divorce. And it's truly, that's pretty extreme. But every one of your relationships is going to be under a spotlight. So pay attention to that. There'll be major growth within that relationship. It's a year to be responsible. Handle your responsibilities. There's no shirking any responsibilities in that year. Being service to others, because other people will need you. Your family will need you more in the 6 year. And 6 is another number that's basis in harmony and balance. So I'm going to say find that in your relationships. Also being a part of the community, being of service is a big part of the 6. And again, nurturing others, taking care of your home. It's a good year to do what do you want? Home improvement project or some special something. And another time it might be another time to find a new house too. A 6 year, you can find a new place to live as well.
So fast,
you're ready for that,
Suzan. I mean, really, yeah. 6 is and here's just for everyone to know. I decided in my head, because 6 was the year that I won the speaker program for Celebrate Your Life, and at the end of that year, I decided I'm like, I think I need to get a divorce, and it happened in 2020, which is COVID, when COVID hit. So fascinating. I love this stuff. No. I love it. You're so good at it.
Well, the thing of it is, it's the energy's there. That's the point. Yeah. It's like, and it's changed my life so much, because now I know, oh, okay, I'm in a 1 year this year. I'm in a 9 year this year, whatever year you're in. Okay, I've got that 9 energy. It's a time to clean out and let go and make a new relationship with what I want to take with me. Again, think about what's forward. So it's like, I know what energy is supporting me. Like, again, well, we'll get into that about the 8 year, but it really, if you know what the numbers are, then you know what their energy is that supports you, rather than trying to start a business in a 9 year, for instance, or trying to be all adventurous in a 4 year when you should be working. You've got the energy with you to be structured. And I told you already, I'm not a structured person, but now I understand what it takes to work within that structure. Okay, I got to be outlined. Okay, and then I'll get my things done. So instead of fighting against the energy, I don't get anywhere. So there it is. But anyway, so 6.
Yeah, Devana, hang on 1 second, girl. She's like, my brain hasn't caught on. Those numbers don't add up to a 6. So,
6.
So Devana, tell us your birth date, girl. Just tell us your birth date. We'll help you with this. This isn't meant to be confusing, everybody. I know that it's so funny because so many of us are so like, over here in the energy. But when you put something pragmatic, like here's numbers, it's like,
I know. And it
happens to me too.
No, the only way I passed my accounting exam in college was I had help. But this isn't accounting. This isn't just math. This is adding numbers up. You don't even have to divide. You can subtract some of them. It's really simple. Yeah,
Thank God. So Devana, put in your birthday, girl, and we'll help you.
We'll get it there.
Gigi,
we've got a couple more.
Thank you for being here. Not ignoring you guys at Instagram. I just Instagram you over here on my cell phone. We need the whiteboard. You're cute.
Oh,
That's a little high tech. That's okay. So your birthday, mine adds up to the 4.
11/20. Yeah, that would be a 4.
Right. I was talking about her 8/26.
That's 16/7. Who was 8/26? Did I miss that?
8/25 is Isabel.
That's a 6.
That's
7 plus 8 is 15, and 1 plus 5 is 6.
yeah. So there you go. That's a 6. It's 8/25, not 8/26. But thank
Yeah,
you.
that's why.
Thank you though.
Keeping us honest. Okay, good.
All right.
All right.
Hold on.
Okay, now 7 year. Okay, so now
7. Let's see. I'm finding
anybody is 7. So as a 7 year this year, you've come off a lot of responsibility dealing with family, relationships. It's been a big year for other people. So this 7 year is a year for you to go inward. It's the most inward year out of all of them. This is where you go inside and you ask yourself the big questions. What am I doing? Am I on the right path? What is it that I really want out of life? And by the end of the year, you may have shifted your path a little bit. So this is the year to really take your inner growth seriously. I say, do a vision quest, go to Scamania. I mean, seriously, it's a good year to do any kind of, absolutely, a retreat, in any inner reflection, something that's going to support your inner growth. This is a year to do it. Absolutely. All right, Heidi. Yay. Okay, that's excellent. So introspective journeys, it's a big year for that. And it's also, again, with the meditation, like I said, going inward, it's a good year. You'll have the energy behind you to be structured to meditate. If you really have a hard time with trying to find time to do that, the energy's with you to structure it. It'll be quiet. Find yourself. Meditation isn't all just sitting in a chair or on the floor cross-legged. That is not all. I meditate in nature. I find so much peace in nature, walking, sometimes walking the dog. Sometimes it's better not walking the dog, just when it's just you and nature. Absolutely. It's a big year for that, to commune with nature. Hug a tree. Absolutely. Journaling is good. Any chance, any opportunity you have to connect to spirit, to express yourself. Knowledge, get your knowledge, prioritize what you want to study. It's a good year for research and study.
I love that. Hey, Marilee. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for being here. We were talking with Suzan Owens, who wrote this great book, Wisdom of Numerology. So I'm thrilled to have her on here. So, and we're talking about the energy of numbers. So it's really exciting. So if you just joined us, all you need to do, you're going to have to rewatch this, but look at the birth month and the birth date, not the year. But if you wanted to add the year, you're going to go ahead and add the year. But everything you want is in her book. And if you don't understand it, guess what? Susan's giving an amazing discount. Just contact her on her website, wisdomofnumerology.com, for a one-on-one session, and she will do it. Devon.
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you, Delora. I'm seeing you now. Good. Chris
Awesome.
says, I'm going to Scamania. Woo! I hope to see lots of you there. It's beautiful and nice. We'll be doing great things with us. Thank you so much, my friend. And thank you, Delora, for doing that.
Thanks, Delora. You're the best. Okay, so really, it is a time, and make sure you take care of yourself. I can't stress that enough. It's not a year to be pushing, because that 8 year that's following the 7 year is your year to really put yourself out there. This is your year to kind of gather your resources, collect yourself, build a solid foundation for you, inner foundation, so that you can really step out and have it be a great, successful 8 year, because 8's all about, oh, look at that. We'll just start right in there. Business management.
Yeah.
Really. It is. Okay. So for some of you, whoever's in a 9 year this year, 2024 was an 8 year. And That was the year that I chose to launch my online business and set myself out as a numerology authority. And I've done it for years, but this was my year to push the presence. And I'm exhausted. I have worked so hard this year, and I'm still working hard, trying to make sense out of all of it. But it's a year for advancement. That's the whole point of it. It's a year. It's also transformative year, because you're setting yourself up for this cycle of opportunities and exploring your own personal power. And there's going to be opportunities for you to step in and be an authority, and people will test your power. So just know that it can be a year for that kind of thing. Professional, absolutely. Set yourself up to be the professional that you are. It also, money, big money year. A lot of money goes out. It's nice if it comes back in a balance. That would be my year. A lot of money went out. I can say that. I'm hoping it'll come back this year, just to kind of keep it in balance. But it's a big money year. I can say that. And even in an 8-day, because I told you numerology goes down to even a day. On an 8-day, I know that I'll write a big check, or I'll get a big check. Some money issue happens on an 8. It just does. So your mental capabilities, oddly, in an 8-year, I felt this too. I felt like I was sharper. I had a keener mind. I had that business acumen. It was like, this is my focus. And it really, really felt like I was focused. People came into my life in an 8-year, and this is what happens, that can help me succeed. So I did. I found the right, actually through Elias, I found a social media person that just is fabulous. So I've added people in my team that can support me, and that's it. That comes into your life. So if that's what you want to do in an 8-year, manage to stay balanced. That's another thing. And then the rewards, boy, money's coming in. They can come back into you for sure. And balance that material and spiritual world. It's like I said, it's a lot about money, but it isn't only about money. And if you're always just going after the money, then the money can come, but a lot of times the money just goes. So it's a spiritual balance as well. It's not just about money. And then being of service. This is the whole thing. I love being a numerologist. I love talking about this, and I love helping people. So it isn't just about the money. Like I said, it in an 8-year, it comes a lot. It comes in and goes out, but it isn't all about that. It's all about using your abilities to help the greater good. That's what an 8's all about too.
And everybody, we're going to go over just a little bit, because I want you guys to have a couple minutes just to ask Suzan some questions. So hang in there. We're getting there. It's
okay.
Drum roll, and we're coming up to the 9. Everybody, we're
all right
to the 9.
Okay, this is it. Now, this is this year. Now, everybody, we started with this one, but we can talk about it a little bit more, because this is the year that this is. Now, everybody, because 9 is a universal number this year, 2025 is a 9. This is the year we all have a little bit of 9 energy.
Can I pause you for a second, Suzan? Just sure. So everybody realizes what she just said about the universal year means that, again, like we said, universal year, life path year, and personal year. So there are 3 different things. But what Suzan just said is this 2025 is a 9 year, right? It's for everybody. Gabriela, good to see you. I just said hi. How are you in Greek? I asked her how she is. Thank you.
Faristo. Is it Faristo? Faristo. Yeah.
Faristo. Yeah, you got it.
I know
you got it. Don't stop. Get it. Don't stop. Get it. Okay. So,
all right. I love it. Okay. All right. So this 9 is, again, completion, transformation, getting ready for what's coming up in the next 1 year, letting go of things that you don't need, and things will leave whether you're ready for them to or not. It's a 9 year. It's completion. It's a spiritual growth year. Again, more internal work if you want, because you've had that 8 year, which is work out there, outward focus and everything. In a 9 year, it's more inward focus. So it's more receptive. You get to pause a little bit and sit with with people. Oh, good. Chris is a 9. She understands that, or he understands that.
She
Anyway, so it's a time to really reflect over the last 9 years, what you created. Like we said, 2017 was the last, the beginning of the year, the 1 year or the 9-year cycle was 2017. So a lot has happened in the last 9 years. So it's a time to really reflect. And then think about closure. Think about things that you want to let go of and things that you want to take with you into the next 9 years, because 2026 is a 1 year universally. So you get to think about what is it that you want, what habits, what good habits you want to take with you, what you want to achieve in the next 9 years. So it's really, this time is, there's going to be a lot of change. I can say that. It's huge transformational year. And it brings the rest of the 9 years, I want to say, into balance.
I love that. So guys, we're going to give you a minute to ask Suzan some questions. Let me just share a little bit with you while she's getting some sips of water. If you guys have not signed up yet, this is a free event that I'm doing on January 19th, The Woo Woo World and You. Let's say that again. The Woo Woo World and You. This is the important piece. It's great to understand the intuitive piece, but if you're not devoted on self-development, this intuitive piece is not going to be as enriching or as deep. You'll get it, but you need to work on you. So we're going to talk about how you can unlock your intuition by going deeper within self. So that's coming up. If you haven't signed up for there's Susan with her great picture. If you have not signed up for my newsletter, please do, and you'll still get this calendar. Again, if you're local, in my own backyard, look at what, it's so exciting to do this. In my own backyard, I'm going to be doing intuitive readings at Dandelion Tea House and Apothecary on the 18th, which is, yes, on the 18th. That's next week. Woo! Forgot where it was. And then on the 25th, I'm doing a book signing. So that will be obviously this book, Changing the F You to Thank You. So excited about that. And then also coming up, guys, we have a really, I'm excited about it. It is our March retreat. And again, if you have not signed up for it, really take a peek, because this retreat has a lot of heart in it. It's a combination of the mindset principles, what's in the book, plus aspects of love. We're going to have a sound healing. We're going to have an energy cord cutting. We're going to talk about what nature can show you from just working with nature. And then a post-retreat special. We're going to have Lisa Nolan Chalowski, Ginger Perrick, myself, and Laura Worcester being there. And we're going to do a 2-hour demonstration of mediumship. So that's happening. And then, as we were talking about earlier, if you want, Kira and I are doing a retreat in April, expressing your soul through writing. So we're going to be talking about how writing can really help you and get your story out. And then what Kira's going to do, she is going to, wait for it, she's going to take all of us and compile all of our chapters in one book. And that book hopefully will be out within a couple months after the retreat. So super, 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 super exciting, super cool. Great. So I hope you guys will come join us. And today's the last day for the early bird discount. Thank you. So anybody have any questions for Suzan? That was a lot of information, and I'm super excited. Instagram, do you guys have any questions, any comments, any concerns? And again, if you want more of a one-on-one with Suzan, it's an hour, right?
Oh, absolutely. Full hour Zoom, and we'll record and I'll send it to you. And yeah, it's a full hour. And we go through your whole life. I mean, past, present, future. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's true.
Go to Wisdom of Numerology, and you don't want to miss Suzan And go there. Go to Wisdom of Numerology. Say I was on Elias's live with you,
Yes,
and you'll get a discount.
that's
Okay.
good. Yeah,
Very excited.
perfect.
Eleni says, "Isn't the personal year supposed to start on your birthday?"
No, that's another number. Good question. That's the essence number. The universal year changes every January because the numbers change. 2025 changes January 1. So it's January to January. But again, the essence number changes birthday to birthday. And that's calculated through the name on your birth certificate. A little different. So that's why that happens.
Just,
See,
there's so much in here, you guys. So much in here that talks about all of what Susan was saying, but there is personal year, birth date, okay. There's a lot. There's a lot. I mean, there is life path and major cycle, your name, destiny.
it's
A lot. It's a lot.
It is. And I want to tell you really quickly, my new book that's coming out in the spring, I'll say it that way, that's pretty general, is Superpowers. Know your superpowers, know your future. Because we're going to talk about your superpowers. We're going to talk about your life path, which is the gifts you came in with, which are your superpowers. And then the other part of the book is exactly what we've talked about today, knowing the energy of the numbers and when they're coming into our charts, our personal year, and explaining that and understanding that in more detail than what we've done today. And
Are you going to be on the cover of the book like this?
I don't know. I'm anxious to see that.
That would be cool. Like this with a cape and a bunch of numbers on the cape.
Oh, you got to have a cape. Yeah. Oh, I love it. Yeah.
On it. I think that's cool. I think that's really cool.
I love it.
Terry says, is a 6 year a good year to start a relationship?
Absolutely. It's the year. And in fact, it really is. 6 is the relationship year. It's a really good and a great partner. When you add their birthday together, if it totals that a 6, that's a good partner. They're into relationship for sure.
Heather says, so if I'm a 3 year and the universal is a 9 year, what would the year look like combined?
Okay. Again, it's a creative year. We talked about how creative the 3 is. Have a great time. Enjoy yourself. Expand your social calendar, expand your friendship base. It's really a year to enjoy yourself. Now, also with the 9, 3 and 9 are pretty compatible numbers. So don't forget to be cleaning out stuff. Spiritual, I would sit, Heather, I would really see what I could do if I were you to stay connected to however your source, whatever you want to call, and follow your guidance, whatever that guidance is for you. But just make sure you can have a good year and know that there's going to be some completion also. There might be some friendships leaving as well. Just be aware of that and know that if a friendship ends, there's a reason.
Right.
There's something better coming.
Do you know what Ginger said? Like, I always say God, universe, spirit, and sometimes I'll say Gus. Ginger says, to the God of your knowing and understanding. I like
that.
God of your knowing and understanding. So I might borrow that.
That's lovely.
What a big yes and a big no for 2. What is a big yes and a big no?
For a 2 year? Okay, the big yes is look for people, partnerships that can help you create what you want to create. That's a big yes. A big no is thinking you have to do it all yourself.
Right.
Okay. Be the diplomat, cooperate, and don't push. Be patient. Don't push. Yep. Don't push. You can't row your boat upstream in a 2 year. You'll just get tired. It won't work.
Mary Jane, what's your birthday, not your year? So Devana says she's a 4, her husband's a 2. They're going. This is a 9 year going together. Are we good?
Yeah. I'm thinking your husband's the one that kind of rules the roost, so to speak, because 2s are pretty cooperative. They like to get along. So if your husband is, I'm thinking he likes to be in charge. He likes things the way he likes them. In a 9 year, yeah, it's time to clean out. you're gonna clean out all the things that maybe you don't want to do anymore.
Right. That's
You know?
good.
Make some
And
room.
Mary Jane, you're a 7. So 5 plus 1 plus 1 is 7. Go back and rewatch this. Okay.
Go inward, Mary Jane. Go inward.
So, guys, I want to thank you all for being here. Susan, amazing as always. As
That's so
always.
much fun.
And guys, I've got something brewing. It might not be this year, it might be next year, but it's brewing. So we're going to keep you informed, and Susan's part of that brewing. So I'll let you guys know what's happening. I want to thank you, Instagram, for being here. Thank you, Facebook and YouTube, for being here. Please go follow Susan on social medias. Remember, if the TikTok is going bye-bye, we need to keep on being involved. Sign up for my email. Go to eliaspatras.com and sign up for the newsletter. Susan also has a newsletter. I got you, girl. Susan's also got a newsletter. Please sign up for that. You can rewatch Kim on here, on Facebook, on Instagram, and on YouTube. So I am so thrilled to have amazing people like you in my life. So thank you so much. Everyone, thanks for supporting and being here. Remember, we are here to connect. And when we connect, we educate. And when we educate, we grow. There is unity in community. From our hearts to yours. Be well, everybody. And we'll see you tomorrow. Sign up for the free event. Just go to Elias Patras and sign up. Oh, Juana, you're great. And wait. Let's do it. Let's do it because we can do it. Thank you, everybody. And wait, there's another one. And there was, we did this, right? And then this was, if you're feeling like this, and then this.
Oh, I love it. I love that.
Right.
Love it.
Okay.
Love it.
Right.
That's perfect.
I like those.
I love it.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. And we'll talk to you soon. Have a beautiful night.
Okay.
And take care.